you talking about. Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance, till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down.
Playoff football has come to Northeast Ohio at Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. McCall. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Operating from the gun. McCall. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McCall. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now an audible here into something else. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Operating from the gun, McCall. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. 2nd and 15. And he comes back with one complete. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Back to throw. McCall. This is caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Okay, break.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. McCall. Short throw underneath to Hurst. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McCall. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hudson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCall. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Second and 6. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Johnson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Extra point forthcoming. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 8. Up the middle with Eckler. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. To throw is Watson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. It's Kingsley Enagbari finding a way in to bring him down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Hawk 70. Here we go.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. McCaffrey is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McCall. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They make their second-half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Back to throw. McCall. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw again. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A shotgun snap for Watson.
This pass hauled in by Dotson.
A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's second down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit,
A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Watson now to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jacob Martin. And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a fighting through, and he's got space. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 73 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They
To limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Looking to throw. McCall. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's third down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. 35 yards.
And the Steelers have taken a fourth quarter lead.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and the lead is up to 5. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw, Watson.
Flushed out right.
Completes to Njoku.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Watson.
A quick throw, but incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
18 Cardinal, 18 Warriors, 17. Let's go. 19 Lions, trap 60, trap 60. Buffalo 18, 70 Timberwolves, cup 19, cup 19.
Here's Watson. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Watson to throw.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. Now Watson. Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Here's 1st and 10.
Now it's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
They'll come up now on second down.
Let's go now.
One last throw here for Watson.
This ball intercepted. Picked off by Kingsley Enagbari.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done.